Let's go, y'all. Not in.
What a game we have coming up here.
Roll the game, y'all. Roll the game.
Right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into.
Welcome
to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis and David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game.
Can I take it? Can I take it? Oh, I can't. Go now. So we can take it to the tribute.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Taking the shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch on the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're going to feed
I'm sorry.
These third down situations.
How about the job of recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders
I don't even know why I tried to do that.
There was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
receiver going in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab. It's Brown. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
From the red zone, it's Saunders. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The snap sets up the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the game. Get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
There's the pressure. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game break.
Breaks into the open. Big hit for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers.
Yeah, that was probably going to catch.
That would have been a huge game if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incomplete.
Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
I'm going to say record that bit with a touchdown. About to say it.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible
you gotta make yours.
and he'll
take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the ball. Wish they can do shit. Ain't you do shit?
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
This season,
And
yeah.
how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
The Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Hill. Quick strike complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Oh,
it's complete.
Good play, bro. Good play, bro.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners.
Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20.
Good play, 16. I need you to just play the route. Number 8.
When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's got him in the flat. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a
good play.
who can
He
make
could
plays through
play.
the air and make plays
Let
through
you
his feet.
get that little place at the tight end.
For a touchdown. The defense knows
Golly, bro.
for him every play. That's
Ain't
not
taking no one to the Baja.
And the extra point
And we
gives
gonna
them
take
a
it to you.
3-point lead at 10-7. So a drive
And we
there of
gonna take it
85
to you.
yards. Kickoff team is
Take
on
another
the
one to
field
the
and
Baja,
ready to
man.
get this one underway. On the move from inside his
Got the
5.
lane. Oh,
Not a
get him
lot
my
of
way.
space to be
How you
found.
get him my way?
By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Get him my way. I'm just going to the
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his man. It's Brown. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Snap from the gun on third down. Pressure coming. Got his man to the left.
Thank you. We about to try it. Good, Sanders.
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn
Play
it,
new
make them
tone.
go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Stop up, y'all.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's the handoff. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. It's good. Really nice pick up there.
That's a really good looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death. Taxes and sacks for that guy.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Green. Flicks it out of the air. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Caught, close to the marker, it's York. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Second and 24.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the door. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball, too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Landry.
Tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Landry. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Ooh, that was dangerous. Taking you like that, bro.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Trying to bowl his way in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in.
Just fucking play, y'all.
Running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation. Adding to your lead, creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Ready to try the point out. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
They'll keep possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
Let me get those. Oh my God.
Could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. We got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They'll give it to the back. And he was greeted by a barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Quickly to the tight end. To the 15. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving it picked off. What a play to set him up.
Yeah, good play.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the big play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Looking for a crease.
It's happening.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got the first down and more. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line.
Hey, son. Show your contact, Seagull.
Well, it took everything on defense.
So first time you running it over like that.
He's a monster, Dave.
And if this offense is going to keep going there, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
Touchdown,
LSU! And the punishment has been extended.
Come on, man. I'm not even trying to do it.
The blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Dropping back, it's Hill. The sure hands, it's Robinson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Just fucking tackle 53.
Smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
And I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Green. Snagged out of the air. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Oh, those pads. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Thank you, bruh. Stop the cap.
A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone.
Move. Good throw, bro. I thought he was throwing it the other way. Good throw.
Touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the Kevo team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back.
Good tackle.
Stuffed by that big defensive tackle on the right.
We're going to take you to the set, to the 4th quarter, y'all. Game of y'all. See what they're going to do with this.
Nice play there.
See what they do with this.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
LSU 35, Florida State 17.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Saunders. Runs through the tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And back to the air on second down. He lets it fly. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the air, it's Hill. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice patience.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
Fuck, I was in.
So much about the passing
Got a game left, y'all.
Execution, communication, and these two.
We got
That's a virtual
smart.
textbook there.
There ain't no doubt
What's
about
the
it.
edge shot, kid?
Making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone.
Oh,
He gets a
he's
block.
going back to the bar.
Vision. Wide open.
He's going back to the bar.
They won't get him. It's a
I think they was going to let me get through
I'll
this.
tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal.
Nice fast for the
He's shown you his
speed.
open
Oh,
field
no,
running
nice.
ability. He's shown you his speed.
Far as
I'll be
player to
shocked if anybody
see
kicks his
to the
way
game.
the rest of this
I
game and
do
the
like
rest of the
this.
season.
It's fast.
looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Motion from the back. Laterals it back.
Ready. That's good there. That's what he get.
Would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Back to pass. It's Green.
Oh, yes.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Working that left side now. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So
you
got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Good, Nathan.
The defense holds firm. No pickup.
They said you get nada.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
And he has a solid game before the defense bobbles him up. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown,
Oh, it ricocheted into my man. Oh, I thought it was in my man. I'm about to say, I do I present.
They're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt into road, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Thank y'all for not letting them gain no fucking more yards, man.
And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's
way to go get it.
To be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
He was going to burn him like that.
He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, it was.
Like a
Yeah, it was. Good play, bro.
They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea.
He wanted the outroute.
How to get this quarterback in.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send
hat trick, my boy.
everybody live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Gets it out to the 20.
I just said, can you get a hat trick, my boy?
If he just taken a knee in the end zone. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give as they work on that clock. Plows through the defense.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Got it, looking for a first. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Hey, Ralph, it's like, that was a great tackle.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Send the tight end in motion. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. To the air, it's Green. Skips away from pressure. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Throws to the tight end.
He is killing y'all out there. Practice checking him. He is killing you.
And a nice touchdown.
And all they're playing dots.
This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle.
Oh, they're throwing dots.
By this offense, continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make
Watch the orange guy kick, y'all.
On the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Get the ball.
Cool as a
Keep the
cucumber
ball.
as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
By the receiver. Gain of 22. First and goal, LSU.
GG, bro.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, and make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been